Chase, happy Monday. I hope you're well.
What's happy about it?
I get to see you. And we had some time off, and I miss you. Fair. And It's not like I haven't talked to you, but I hope that you had a good Thanksgiving, and I hope you got some time with family.
Did you do any cybering today?
Did I do any cyber? You know what? I did.
I know how much you love to cyber.
I cybered it up. I actually I'm pretty much like done with shopping for everybody.
Yeah.
I had you and
Even
Johnny
for me?
You and Johnny were done a while ago.
Okay.
So I actually physically have your items in my house. They're actually right over here in a box that I'm not going to unpack
my
tonight.
view is right over there.
I'm not going to unpack this box. But
I see where you're going.
We are going to unbox some other boxes tonight and unpacking as we continue steaming ahead here on our road to Game of the Year 2021. If you're unfamiliar with our Casual Monday stream, Chase and I get together and play through games that traditionally are maybe a little bit more strategic. Hey, oh my God, Jedi, what's up?
Hello.
Hope you're doing good.
Good to see you.
And we're playing through games. Well, we traditionally played through more like turn-based strategy games, but there's some other games that kind of fit the mold that we are using Monday nights to revisit as we get closer to Game of the Year. And what did we say? We have like two more streams, two more like podcast recordings before Game of the Year, right?
That sounds wrong, but I think it is right.
Yeah. Jedi, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. I have not. So Chase, you've played. I think you've beat this.
I have.
Okay, so I will do my best not to bore you tonight.
You're fine.
I left off because I thought we would stream this again. I didn't know it would be in this grandiose. Hey, we're going to do this for Game of the Year, but I wanted to kind of pick back up where we were in case there was a little bit of a series with this. But the good news is after tonight, I can just fly through this and finish up.
Sure.
Let me embiggen some things here. There we go. So, unpacking, if you had to pitch it to somebody, how would you do so?
I mean, it's kind of in the title. It is the verb that you are doing here. You are unpacking. But I'd say the pitch is that you are unpacking the various rooms of a character throughout their life. Her life, I guess, specifically. And it's really interesting in that it is both a role-playing game in that you and I are playing a role of this woman.
Sure.
But also we're putting a little bit of our own sensibilities into this. This is the part that I think is the most interesting, especially for one of these. We're getting to hear a little bit more about our philosophies when it comes to organizing stuff, unpacking stuff, how we keep our homes, and I think that stuff is really interesting. I think it's really interesting to watch anybody stream this game. I know that Jedi, he's mentioned here in the chat that he and his wife beat this game during Extra Life. I got to be there for at least part of one of those streams. It's interesting. It's just an interesting game that leads to conversation. I think that's its big strength here.
Yeah, we
like right there. You opened a box. Like, oh yeah, here's some DVDs. Here's some cassette tapes. And then wait a minute. She put a pot. She put like a pot like a kitchen pot in the damn box with stuff that goes in the living room.
Right?
Are you insane? Who are you?
Right. Well, I mean, like. I do box up like a room, right? And like I tend not to move on from said room unless as I've gotten older and I've acquired more, we've donated a lot. And so as we usually will have like when we start to like redo a room or when we moved in together, it was like, well, we're combining things that we don't really need dupes of, so let's have a pile that would be kind of our donate pile. So that's the only reason I would take stuff out of the room that I'm working in. to go over and do something like that. So
And some rooms can cross pollinate, like a bedroom and a living room. Maybe there'd be some tchotchke stuff that would show up in one or the other. I get that, but this is a damn stainless steel pot.
right,
Like that is kitchen use only.
100%,
What?
100%.
The thing that I think has triggered me the most of all. I don't think it's in this one. I think it's in a previous one that we've already done. But there was one shoe in one box, and the matching shoe was in a different box that you found 3 boxes later, and that hurt me. I don't feel like I'm OCD. I don't think I am, but I feel like I have just enough of those tendencies to go, oh my god, I could not live your life. You put different your shoes into 2 different boxes.
Yeah, that's very, very odd for sure. I did read online, so we're gonna focus on this for a second. That this here,
Sure.
this item really tripped up a generation.
The youngins.
And I think that had this been this color over here, maybe it would have gotten a little bit further, but still,
maybe it might have also been a little bit more copyrightable.
Oh, I'm sorry,
at that point.
Not this color here. My mistake. It should have been this color here.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah,
especially if you're in Japan.
We are a spice orange friendly show around here.
So I actually had a black GameCube. My GameCube was a black one.
I had the purple one, and
I believe it.
I thought long and hard about that black one, but I think it became just a. Why can't I turn that? Can I turn this?
You might not be able to in that situation.
Matching items in different boxes makes you question why she did it in a hurry, disorganized. You have to piece it together, pair that with the surroundings and who you're living with. It really goes well playing with a second person to discuss what's going on. That's one of the other things. Like, I agree, Jedi, and having Chase here. I've not played this game without Chase ever, and so there is something to be said about that, because Chase and I have been hanging out for a few years now, and we've gotten pretty damn close over those years. But there's things I've learned about Chase in the 3 times that I've played this game that it's like I don't watch certain shows without my wife, and I look at this in a very similar fashion. I'm gonna end up playing without Chase, of course, but there's also something to be said about experiencing this with him and getting those stories through him. I think that
there's a weird sense of intimacy.
Yeah.
Maybe not intimacy as we think of, normally.
Right.
Although, I'd love intimate with Bobby. That'd be great.
Hey.
But this is stuff that doesn't come up in normal conversation. It's
right.
It's how do you arrange your kitchen cabinets is not something that you talk about on a first date. Maybe it should be. But that's something we're getting here that I think is really fascinating.
It's not really been something I've talked about through outside of roommates. This is just something that comes up in that way. Is there a way to highlight all items?
Maybe. Yeah. See, this is one of the downsides of how you are playing this game, is that you took everything out of the boxes and just put it on the floor, which was fine when we were in the first couple rooms that had nothing in them to begin with. I am not that person. I had to... I take a single thing out of a box and go, okay, where does this go? And then I go back to the box and I find the next item and go, where's this go? And that also has disadvantages in that if I find something else in the box and go, oh, that's better here, but I already had a thing there, now I have to figure out another place for this other thing. But for this level specifically, where you are moving in with roommates who have their own stuff, and they're not moving their shit because you're moving into their place with them, it is it becomes a much bigger problem to play it the way you're playing it.
Yeah, I was just doing that mostly to get us a little bit more up to speed
Sure.
on a few things, but I can see and Jedi saying also that like my methods aren't going to work if I continue that. Okay.
And I don't think this game ascribes to one specific way to do things. I don't think this game has an idea of what the best way to do things is. The only thing this game really requires of you, it has some basic requirements that it doesn't tell you outright, but once you quote unquote finish an unpacking a scenario here, you'll find that some items can't be in certain spots. There is a bit of an authorship, an author's hand that is guiding you in some places. That hey, this item needs to be in the bathroom somewhere. If you try to put it in the kitchen, it's gonna glow red. Hey, you can't put that here. If you tried to leave that stainless steel pot in the main living room, game probably is not gonna let you do that. I think some of its restrictions are a little too limiting, but for the most part, it makes it a puzzle game instead of just a game where you're clicking on stuff and putting it in basically random places. You do have to think a little bit about what you're doing.
I would have to. I wonder what this is like on a console.
Yeah, it is on Switch. I almost bought that version, but there is this game looks like it controls with a mouse, and I just couldn't bring myself to buy the Switch version. I've heard that it's okay, that it zooms it in a little bit more, the camera, just so you can have a better idea of some of these items.
Sure.
I didn't hear too many complaints about controls. I'm sure it's on, more like a grid system, where how you move a cursor around. But you should be playing this game with a mouse and keyboard. And I am the most anti mouse and keyboard person. There you go. Now you're seeing the red outlines on like that figure and the Leaning Tower and the Eiffel Tower there. Those don't belong on the kitchen table.
No. One of the weird things about living with people is how much you lose your identity in like the merging in with somebody.
Sure.
Like, it's such a weird thing. Like, and that's not a bad thing necessarily.
It's also, I would say maybe it's more about what do you share with other people versus what do you keep for yourself, because you're doing that right now. You have a couple of shared rooms here, in a bathroom and a kitchen, a living room, and that kind of dining room area. This is your room specifically. So you, like you should be able to put the diary under your pillow. That just makes sense. Like, what's the reason that you could move the pillow and you're not underneath it?
That's dumb.
But there is something about like, what are you sharing with other people versus what are you keeping to yourself? And in some cases here, like, hey, some of these stuffed animals, maybe they're a little bit more personal to you, or they're personal to the person that you here, and maybe that's not a part of yourself that you share. Maybe that's something you keep all alone.
Big day, ready for bed.
I believe they also have different phrases depending on which room you pick as your photo for this photo album. If you hit the star when you were in the kitchen, I think it would give you a different.
So that was 2007, right?
Yes, I think so. So now it's 2010.
Okay, so
things have changed.
I'm trying to. That had to be college, right? That was college, right?
I would say, well, you were in a dorm before. Before that, you were in a dorm. So I would say maybe it's either like later college, where you might move in with somebody and get out of the dorms, or maybe it's right after college. I could see either one of those working. I guess it had to be right after college. You did have a diploma that you put on the wall.
So this person and I are somewhat close in age. And this is most certainly her boyfriend's house that she's moving into. Because he's already established.
It's either boyfriend or husband at this point, but yes, you somebody now. It's as you were talking about, it's the merging of the things.
Yep.
Here's, we've got an apartment in the city now. We only got the one closet. Where do I put my shit? And also, here I think is one of the most interesting parts of the game. The last one you did, you had roommates and you couldn't move their shit around because that's the relationship you have with roommates. You can only do so much. Here, Bobby, can you open that second drawer again? So you see all those things?
Yeah.
You can move them now. Because, hey, you're in a committed relationship, and you're allowed to move some shit around. Like, this is, what's mine is yours. We're,
Nice.
we're trying to fit all this stuff in together. So you're actually less restricted than you were with the roommates.
Yeah, you got a little more freedom.
Yeah. But now you have to make some more decisions. Hey, am I taking over? Am I trying to leave his stuff kind of as I found it? I really like the storytelling. I like the storytelling that's going on here. I also really like the storytelling of the items that seem to carry over. Well, like you said, there are items that as you go through your life where, hey, this is something I can donate. This is something I could throw away.
Right.
This is something that just gets put in a box and doesn't ever come back out again. But then, hey, there's these items, like these are something that I have to keep with me. I have to put in a space of prominence.
This game is good.
Pretty good.
What was your total time on this one, Chase?
I don't remember. It wasn't super long, but I was surprised at how many more rooms after this.
Jedi was asking, yeah, she gets to reorganize the bedroom. What about the kitchen and living room? It looks like I can do the kitchen as well.
Yeah, I think there's some specific things in the living room that you can't move. I don't think you can move his guitar off the wall.
Yeah, I can't touch a guitar. Can't touch that.
Some stuff you can't move.
Move some books around.
But a lot of stuff you can.
All right, let's see here. I guess I need to figure out, is there an office somewhere?
Not really. This is a pretty small apartment.
Okay, so that's a bit limiting. That's my journal. Shit.
Yeah, I would also really like to see Bobby finish this level. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. We'll see.
And the pig's starting to get torn up a little bit.
That is also one of my favorite things. Like, he starts with a ribbon, and the ribbon gets lost, and then he gets a little torn up. This game's good.
This game is very good. So this looks like a work uniform.
Yeah, I think she's a barista. I think that's something she picked up in college.
Yeah.
Because you had the uniform in the last one as well.
Skirt. There. I stack the skirts. I can stack the skirts. Let's do... I suppose I can't move. Oh, I can move his bit over. I don't want to take all that. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoes. Can we move his stuff over a little bit? You would have look, you would have thought that this guy would be like, oh, somebody's moving in today. Let me be a bit more accommodating to my new partner.
Hey, man, there's some subtle story that's going on about that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, there's just not a lot of fitting in here. It's just like,
Yeah.
the fuck, man. You can do it. This is definitely a level to play with your spouse.
That seems both fascinating and scary.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Put over there. There we go. All right. Man, I don't
So
have...
is your thought with the closet here that you're just in all the shirts on the left and all the pants on the right? Is that your thinking?
Well, yes. I don't hang up any of my pants, and my wife doesn't. My wife really just has like leggings. But yeah, I keep I have a drawer in my bedroom. Got three drawers and a closet. So my dresser drawers, top is like A shirts, boxers, and socks. The middle one is like comfy pants, cozy shorts, that sort of thing, like tank tops, hoodies. And then the bottom one is like all my jeans, joggers, pants, all that stuff. My closet is my hats, and then we have kind of a U-shaped closet, 2 sliding doors. Like it's just 50-50 in there, but it's super deep. So the back of it's some storage, but then it's usually winter to summer clothes with work shirts being at the very front. My hats, which I always have hats on, top right corner, and then some boots and shoes up there as well. Like that's how my closet is. And I used to have a lot more clothing than like what I do now, but if I have this thing, if I haven't worn it in a year, throw it out. Now I luckily I didn't do that before the pandemic, and I have lost some weight, and so there's things that I'm wearing again that I haven't worn for some time, which feels pretty good. What about you?
Well, I mean, I only ask because this seems like you're a monster to be mixing your shirts and your boyfriend's shirts, and then having your pants and whatever mix on the other side.
Well, I tried to move some of the pants around, but I couldn't move them. Is that something I can do?
I think you can. I think you can take those pants off hangers, and you can even move the hangers themselves.
Okay, I'll go back and mess with that.
Because that was the first thing I did. Is, okay, all of your stuff gets moved to one side. Like we can't do this.
Yeah,
I can't.
I guess I
gotta make some closet space for myself.
I didn't realize that was on the table here. That's one of his shirts. That is one of my dresses, and that's his suit.
I mean, hey, this guy's got it. This guy's got his place the way he wants it. You can tell he lives here. He's made it work for him. But man, and you can even click the hangers. If you click the hangers up top, you can move them with the pants. Yeah, there you go.
So are they not letting me put pants over on that side?
They would. You just have too many hangers there. You have to move the hangers out of the way to put more hangers. Another thing that this game does extremely well, and you've probably seen some gaming websites talk about it, is how many fucking sounds are in this game.
Right?
Putting down these objects on all these different surfaces, everything has different sounds to it. So you picked up that pot back in the last one at the house and the roommates, and if you put that down on the carpet, it sounds one way. Put it down on the floor, it sounds another way. If you put it on the countertops, it sounds. If you took it into the bathroom, and that tile has a different. It's incredible the amount of sound design that is in this game.
Do you know much about the team that made this?
I really don't.
Why is that being so?
It's possible. It's possible that those are too long. That they feel like they hit that stack of drawers, so it probably wouldn't fit those.
Got it.
Bobby, the guy had his underwear and socks just like he liked it, and you come in here, you're moving all this shit. Whoa! Wow! He doesn't even get the second drawer anymore.
He might. He may.
I don't know. He's throwing all of his shit into one drawer.
Whoa!
There you go. There's a little achievement for you.
I'll take it.
Cleaning up your partner's shit.
Tidied up his underwear drawer. Well, if I had a nickel.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have. I can't do it here, but Sarah and I have one closet that's like more formal wear. Got like my suit from the wedding, her wedding dress. There's a few other things in there. We don't use it very often, so that is kind of a combined closet that we have in the guest room.
Yeah, I only have the one closet in my apartment, but I've in the front area. Here's formal stuff. Here's the sport coats. Here's the dress shirts. Here are the slacks that I do hang up on hangers, and then it is basically just t-shirts, and it's so many fucking t-shirts. I need to get rid of half of those t-shirts at some point. And then it's here are some other light jackets and things like that there at the end, or baseball jerseys, hockey jerseys, that kind of shit. That all kind of goes there in the back. That those don't get used super often. They're kind of awkwardly shaped.
I can get down with that. Oh shit! I did not want that one up there. I wanted to put my work shirts up. I think these were work pants.
You have so many items in so many places right now.
Well, let me put them up there. Do something here. That way I can't do that. So those are skirts. Let me put my work pants over there, people. There we go.
There you go.
I think that's another skirt, isn't it? No.
I think it's a short skirt, if I remember right.
And a long jacket.
Yes. And I had a very big cake phase in college.
Sarah loves cake.
It's a good band.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
Gotta love that syncopation.
I think that we got a few more things. That looks like they're hanging up.
And they did the title track to one of my favorite cartoons of all time, Mission Hill.
What's your favorite cartoon?
That's Mission Hill.
Mission Hill. Nice.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a spin-off of The Simpsons. It was two guys who were executive producers of The Simpsons, and who were executive producers of some seasons of some of the good seasons. And their thought was that there weren't a lot of... You had a bunch of children characters in like Bart and Lisa. You had a bunch of adult characters like Homer or Principal Skinner. But you didn't really see a lot of people in Springfield who were 20-somethings, college-age kids, even high school kids. And so they wanted to make a show that was just about that demographic. And they made a show called The Weekenders, and then MTV had a show already called The Weekenders, or something was going on there, so they Is that so they called it Mission Hill, and it ran on WB for 2 episodes before the WB went, nah, we're good.
Really?
But Adult Swim cartoon the rest of the series, and they played the other episodes. I believe there are 12 or 13 in all. It's a low number, and then there was one that never aired. That's kind of out there on. There's the cast does a read, and it has an animatic with it, so you can kind of get an idea of what it is. It's just not a fully animated show. And then there are scripts for like 3 or 4 more episodes after that, and I've grabbed all that shit because it is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh yeah, man. That's
Striking
awesome.
look to it. It looks like an underground comic book. It's the colors of it are really, really incredible, and it's just got a lot of really good kind of comic book feel to it. And I'm not talking like superhero comic book. It's got, people are doing see the lines come out of their eyes, or it's just got lots of little visual tricks like that are pretty cool. And I think it's just a really well written show too. Yeah,
That's awesome.
One of my favorite shows ever. And the theme song is Italian Leather Sofa by Cake.
Cake is good.
Big fan.
I think my
Cake is
wife's seen it a
good.
couple times.
I've seen them twice. Saw them in St. Louis for Lou Fest,
Yeah.
local music festivals, and then I saw, where the hell else did I see him? Did I go all the way to Oklahoma or something? It was a weird road trip with a friend. Like, not even. It was like the girlfriend of one of my friends, so it wasn't even. I mean, and she was friend. It was weird. It was like, hey, do you want to just? Because we both like cake. Do we want to get in this car, drive all the way to Oklahoma from mid-Missouri, to go watch this Cake concert? And she's like, yeah, sure, I'm down. Which is very weird, and nothing happened. But it just felt very awkward the whole time to be like, I guess your boyfriend's cool with us going to this concert and having to spend the night at a hotel, and we got separate rooms and everything. It's fine. Like, again, nothing untoward happened, but it just seemed like a very weird thing. Also, this is maybe the best part about this whole thing. This is your fucking college diploma.
I know. I'm sitting here like I know what's going on.
Think of how much time you worked to get this college diploma. Where can you put it? Where's the one space in this house that you can put it that actually goes on the wall?
Above the toilet.
Yeah, you could put it above the fucking toilet. Or you could put it under the bed. Yeah. You can't put the thing that you work so hard on. You can't put it anywhere in any sort of prominent position. Fuck this guy.
Come on. Like I don't. So I'm the first person on my dad's side of the family to get a degree. All right. And
it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Like that was something. And look, I don't have my degree is not on display. But
sure.
The significance of what it is, and it's not like the storytelling right here is so fucking good. Like this is very well done. And
without saying a word.
You don't need to. And I can tell you right now, like I don't even want to fucking live here. Like I don't even want to be in this place. Take me back to where the cosplayers were at, you know?
I once went to an estate sale with a friend, and it's an old person who died. It's a bunch of old books and a bunch of shit that nobody needs, and my friend loves all that shit. So she was going nuts about, okay, I need to have this, and look at this chair this guy's selling and all this other stuff that's going on. And there wasn't anything that I wanted there. I thought it was fun to kind of like walk through basically somebody's life and just to see, like, oh, well, just to kind of try to piece this person's life together from their assorted crap. I did buy one thing at the estate sale. I bought the person's diploma.
Well, it's haunted now.
Yeah, I bought it for $1.
What was it for?
I've got it here. I'll go grab it. I know exactly where it is. I don't know where my diploma is, but I know exactly where this one is.
Okay,
isn't that great? I'll be right back.
While he's grabbing that, Jedi, I'm gonna continue to work here in the kitchen as you requested, so we can figure out what is going on here. Is that a laptop? What's my laptop doing in the kitchen? You in there for now.
Where else would you put a laptop? Who doesn't love a good kitchen laptop? Okay, so this diploma is from the University of Missouri, which I hear is a good school.
I hear good things.
Because that's the one I went to. So let's see. Lee Stephen Mednikow. That's my man's name here.
That's who we're.
That's
who we're celebrating.
Yeah. This is a Bachelor of Arts.
Okay.
So, Bachelor of Arts. And that goes really well with my Bachelor's of Journalism. So I can tell people now, I was a double major. I have two degrees.
So Jedi's asking me.
I kind of earned one a little differently than the other, but they're both just a piece of paper.
My first impressions of this guy. Well, his plant, his little fucking bamboo plant, was on top of my boxes. So
maybe that's your plant. Maybe
I would pack it up. The entire vibe that I'm getting of the person that lives here is the husband of, or the neighbor husband from Christmas Vacation. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Or the husband of Parker Posey and Best of Show. Just real uppity. Only sees himself in every situation. Not great.
Yeah,
But also, they... Like, that there. Like, this the way they made 4 glasses take up 2 shelves. Like, even here. Like, it's very...
But also, this guy doesn't have a ton of shit. Like, he doesn't... He's got the space to spread out a little.
That's true, but this is also not just his shit anymore. And like, he didn't do anything to make this feel like I should be putting my stuff here.
I get you. On that.
And that's a shitty feeling. Like it could have been done in a way that would feel a bit better. Free weights, 1,000 coffee accessories, protein powder, minimalist art and music posters that can't be touched. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've lived with a few people like this.
Counterpoint, though, he doesn't put his toaster in a cabinet, though. Unlike some people I see here.
Well, unless you're having toast every day, you don't need to have a toaster out.
One, I am. Okay. And two... how do you not... You put your toaster away every time?
You're a loser.
Yeah.
Are you feeling sorry for yourself?
No. Well, toaster. Thank you, Jedi. I'm going to assume that loser is for Bobby for trying to put a toaster in a cabinet. No. Okay. I get that counter space is at a minimum. You try to maximize the amount of counter space you have. Because, I'm in an apartment, I don't have a ton of space. But there are certain things that go on the counter and stay on the counter. Toaster is one of them. Blender is another one. Like, those are just two things that stay there. Do you use them every day? Maybe not. But those are things that stay on the fucking counter. Now, Bobby, I know that you have an air fryer. I know that because I have the same one. Because I bought mine because of yours. You did? Okay. I still love the one I got. But also, it's probably a lot better for like a single person. Whereas, did you guys get a bigger one?
It's actually pretty clever. As we're talking about counter space, I'm going to call this out. So it is it's very, very wide, but it's only like that tall. And I can it's got a 13 by 13 square tray that can go into it. So you can put a whole pizza in there if you wanted to, but there's also got a basket that can hold up to 2 pounds of wings. But
so that almost feels like a toaster oven at that point.
Well, so that's one of the reasons why our toaster isn't out, is because we've had a toaster oven.
Because you basically have a toaster. Yeah.
And now this one, it's got a setting for toast. You can do up to 9 pieces of bread at once. But here's the cool thing about it.
So you do have a toaster on your counter basically at all times.
Yes, but this one, so it's like very deep on the counter, but it's designed that when you're not using it, it folds up vertically. And so it has like it's really cool. It's the Ninja 8-in-1 if you want to look it up. It's really, really slick. And I'm gonna make some chicken tenders tomorrow night in it. But yes, that's why our toaster's up there. Also, the toaster's like one of the one things that I've asked Sarah for us to replace, because it's like a hand-me-down toaster that she's had forever. And I'm like, let's get.
I mean, who eats? The thing is, nobody respects a toaster because it just makes toast, and like you really, unless you're burning that bread, you can't really fuck up a toast, right? So you get all these cheap shit toasters out there, and nobody ever thinks that they can splurge on a good toaster.
Right.
But man, you owe it to yourself to get a good toaster. Okay, Bobby, I'm looking at this 8-in-1 thing. I'm seeing that it's square and flat here.
Yep.
I am still trying to figure out how this thing
go over a few photos. You'll see it fold up.
I'm working on it. I think I'm getting there. Does it fold or does it just
it lifts
tilt?
Up? It tilts up.
Okay.
And then you can pop the back of it off and clean that. So if you have like drippings and shit, it's really, really cool.
Handy.
Yeah, it's nice. We've got a Ninja coffee maker also.
Yeah.
And we really like it quite a bit. All right.
So sorry to my point here. We were talking about. I'm a weirdo. I'm a single man weirdo. So I actually have my air fryer on my laptop all times. I don't think it should go up there. In fact, it's often in the way. But I use it enough, and also nobody is here to stop me or judge me. So I just leave it there all the time.
Well, our air fryer before this one, constantly out. Because we use it a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I will never make chicken tenders, chicken nuggets.
No way.
Tater tots. I'll never make those in an oven or microwave oven ever. It is ridiculous how much better
it's so good,
it is in an air fryer. Like and I don't even think I'm using my air fryer correctly, because I am mostly just putting shit in there, putting it on the max crisp setting, and letting it go, and then checking it every once in a while and going, okay, it's getting close. It's getting close. Okay, it's good. Whereas, like, it came with a big manual of, hey, if you got this certain kind of food, you should put it on this setting and go for this amount of time. And because I am a simple man of simple means, I am just putting my frozen shit in there, throwing it on max crisp, and letting it go to town. And somehow, still perfect almost every time.
Man, I'm getting so pissed off at this guy. Oh my god. I hope that all you want to eat is coffee, because that's all you're gonna fucking get.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have brought so much of your dumb shit into this party.
I don't disagree with that. Like, I think that there's a very clear lack of communication happening here with these two. And
Well, I get that this is a puzzle game, but I really wish that there was a just a trash bin.
yep, like, hey, we don't need this.
That you could exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Do I need the rubber spatula and the wooden spoon?
Right.
Maybe not.
Let's not get greedy here.
Exactly. Like maybe I could throw, and even if you threw some of his shit away, now that would be defeating some of the puzzleness of this game. But it'd be really. That's actually I know I've talked about it. That is one of the things I love. The what I consider the sister game to this, which is packing up the rest of your stuff at the last day of your old apartment. Pretty sure I got that name close. I don't think I got it completely right. But that game does have. I mean, it's the opposite of this. You are actually packing stuff instead of unpacking stuff. You do have a trash can that you can use, and part of the thing with that game is picking the things that you want to keep and will fit in these boxes that you have, versus what things can you let go of and get rid of.
Yeah.
And it also has one of the things that I feel like this game could use in that it one will tell you the name of every item that you're picking up.
Right.
So there are some items here that you pick up that, I guess that's olive oil, right?
Olive oil,
But
yeah.
if you pick that up and it maybe was in a different room, I could easily see that somebody saying, "Oh, that's shampoo," or that's alcohol, and so I think it requires some of the context clues that are in here. But it would just be nice if the game said, like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is olive oil. Now put it where you want." It would eliminate people thinking that the GameCube was a toaster. And I think that stuff would be helpful. But the other thing packing up the rest of your stuff does is that it has stories behind almost all of the items that you're using. So you can put those once you pick up something, you can kind of decide, like, oh, is the story behind this thing important enough to me that I want to keep it? Bobby, one thing to try. Can you actually put something on top of those cabinets?
Nope.
No. Okay, that's too bad.
Nope. Unfortunately, you can't. But I think in compromise with you. Do that. You know what? Because y'all made a big production about it.
There you go. There you go.
No, I don't want to put that there. Can I put this down here? Yeah, there we go.
Kitchen looks good. You just gotta hope no other kitchen stuff is hiding.
Yeah, I think the kitchen's pretty good for now. Okay, let's take a look at this bathroom. How are we doing on time, Chase? I'll probably. I don't know if I'll go through the house. I'll try.
We'll see.
Chase, do you clip your nails?
I do. So it was a very dirty habit for an extremely long time. Nail bite.
Nail bite, yeah.
That was one of his ticks. It was something I would do often. And if I was watching a television show or watching a movie, it was just a way to kind of keep my hands busy. And it's a terrible habit, and I wish I could have gotten rid of it. But it is something that this past year, actually, I have gotten myself out of. And
Congrats.
Holy shit! I mean, thank you. But also, how do people have long nails? How do you people live? you fucking psychos. So I am now like a constant clipping. I'm in the constant clipping club where I can't go more than a few days without having to get the clippers out, trim those things down, file them down. I cannot stand having long nails. It is awful.
Yeah. My wife has long nails. Not like overly long, but naturally long nails.
Mm-hmm.
And like she's constantly having to file and keep them going. It's impressive.
And mine just, I don't know if it's from the years of chewing on them has hardened them or something, but mine just feel like goddamn razor blades. where I'll be in the night and I'll try to like grab at the sheet and I'll accidentally grab at my shoulder and I just feel like I've just sliced right into it. I go, what the fuck? Why is this happening to me? Why do I have these damn scissors on my hands? This is it's the worst.
I get that.
I mean, I like having nice nails. I like that my fingers aren't stinging from like if I actually bit too far and then lost had a kind of hangnail thing going on. That happened a lot because it's a terrible habit. You'd get they'd be all chewed up, so they'd have little jagged edges on them, so you'd catch them on a bunch of stuff too. But now these are just like nice, smooth knives, and it is frightening to me sometimes that I've got these things. I hate it. It's better than the alternative, but I also hate it.
I get that for sure. Is that a mug? That's my cup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can put your toothbrush in there. Can't put his toothbrush in there though. It's electric.
No. I really wish that there was a spot to keep my razor in the shower.
Yeah. You have to move some of your shampoo bottles, I would think.
Yeah. I think the clippers are like fine there because
Mm-hmm. Sure.
use that. I think my scissors are good in there. That's fine there. Can't do a whole lot. That we'll keep that there. I can tell you this guy probably will not like to see my feminine products.
Yeah, you can. You're just gonna put it out on display.
Okay, bathroom, not bad.
Seems fine.
Shirts down there. Go.
So you just have the living room left?
Yeah, I think that's it. There's a lot here.
It's a lot here. I said die, your little die-cast figurines. You gotta mix your DVD collection with his. Yeah, where are you gonna put that ukulele?
On the couch. Oh, damn, underwear. That's a game. This guy doesn't have any games. Oh, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Over there. Where's the
He's
console
got,
at?
whoa! What are you doing, buddy?
Oh shit, I forgot.
You're moving your GameCube games into his Xbox 360 games?
Where's the? Oh, there it is. It's down here. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. That dude's a gamer. He just doesn't play
He's playing games, all right.
Nintendo shit. He's a real gamer.
He's definitely playing games. Nobody who does this can be serious. I'll tell you that much. Got another chicken.
Yep, more little chicks.
That looks like an art
Put your
book.
books with his books. An art book?
I was assuming that these were like sketchbooks.
What do you think? What do you think that symbol is?
Well, that was up here. These were before because you've had these for a while before you had anything with music.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming because we've always had these with our markers that they have drawings and sketches. This one is another form of art known as music.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
Arts and crafts, baby.
I feel like that book goes with the ukulele.
Oh, I think you're right. That's a new thing, though. Ukulele's a new...
It might be.
I don't remember the uke being there.
Yeah, maybe your weird-ass friends got you into it.
You know, college, right?
So you're trying to keep your books separate from his books.
No. These are his. I'm trying to keep... So these up here look to be like maybe a little bit more classic. And this, I'm guessing, is going to be maybe more like graphic novels or fiction.
Okay. Fair enough.
I was trying to keep that going, but I think... Is this a DVD or is that a book?
That I don't know.
That's a movie. There we go. We got movies there. These are books now, so I can bring this one back over.
That's a Harry Potter book right there. Which one is that? The green one? Is that Goblet of Fire?
I believe so.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't remember a light blue one. I stopped reading right before Goblet of Fire.
Oh, let me stand it up. Let me stand this up, you idiots. Let me stand up the 360. Come on.
Cowards.
We could solve so many problems. Ugh.
That's how I've got my Xbox One oriented at this point. Well, not now that not
vertically,
now, but no, I've got it moved to the side because I don't use it very often. I don't actually use my normal HDMI cord that would go in the back. I have like a spare HDMI cord that I put in my laptop sometimes if I want to show my laptop to the television. But I just have this weird cord because I use my Xbox One that little that if I do want to plug it in, I'll just plug it straight in there without having to mess with the cords in the back. It's again a thing that you can do when you are single and live in your own place and nobody is checking that shit.
Damn. I don't have a place for my fucking laptop besides the kitchen.
Hey, you know, maybe you use your laptop in the mornings. You read the daily news and have a cup of coffee.
Let me do this, actually.
That also works. Man, sorry.
I know. You've had a day, man.
I have had a day. You know what would make this day a little bit better, though, Bobby?
What's that? Oh, god damn it.
Anime.
Fuck.
You know, since I did this, I have the numbers in front of me. I want to do that. I'm gonna need a number between... Bobby, give me a number between 1 and 64.
57.
57. 57 is... Bobby, this one's easy. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've already heard you talk a little bit about this anime.
Okay.
Bobby, what's One Piece?
Oh. One Piece is about a farmer that is gifted
And he's got one piece of equipment.
That's it.
It's
one
just
tractor.
it's just a thresher. He's got to figure out how can I milk my cows with a thresher? Well, I'll tell you something. He figures it out.
So my understanding of One Piece is that One Piece is a farmer. He's the guy that always has like the piece of straw in his mouth. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And he has like a Reed Richards look to him, and so it looks like his arms are real long, but his fists are really big, almost like a Miss Marvel type deal. Also.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you know what? Fair enough. I'll give you. He does have stretchy arms, stretchy limbs in general. I think.
Yes. So this.
I've never watched One Piece, but I know enough about One Piece.
My guess is that this came from some sort of accident while farming. But my understanding also is that there's a pretty big global threat. Like, this isn't isolated to just where he's at, from what I do know. And so...
What's the threat?
Aliens.
Of course.
And so there's an alien threat coming. And I believe it's like an ancient alien race.
Yeah, of course. Like, why? Is there any other kind?
No. There's most certainly not. But he is simple farmer that now has to defend. I'm assuming Earth is where he's at. I don't know if it's like another foreign planet, but One Piece is. I don't know his name. I don't have his name figured out yet.
So what is One Piece mean then? What is that?
He's trying to bring One Piece to the galaxy.
Hey, well, hang on. So you're spelling this anime as Onepeace, One Piece?
Yep.
Okay. Even though it's very clearly spelled Onepiece.
I think it's one of those like ironic spellings of what it's supposed to
Yeah,
mean.
sure, of course. Okay, now it's all falling into place.
Because
sure.
I mean, you know how anime do.
I do know how anime. You're right about that.
You know how anime do. So my understanding is that he's trying to bring peace to this planet that he's on. And there's obviously, I've established this, I keep saying it, but there's an ancient alien threat that is coming down. Him being a farmer, very humble beginnings. He's stumbled into this ability, this power. I believe it's going to be from an accident. And he is trying to sort out how to navigate said power and also save the world. That's One Piece, man.
Okay. Follow-up question for you, Bobby.
Yeah.
Hang on. I want to find the answer before I ask this little trivia question for you.
Okay.
Hit me up with that.
Alright, that can't go there. A big bummer.
Okay, Bobby.
Yes.
So One Piece, you might know, is a pretty long-running manga. It means it's a comic book kind of thing. But it has an anime adaptation. How many
games,
episodes? Right? And a number of games, yes. How many episodes of anime do you think One Piece currently encompasses? Knowing that more, I do not believe they are finished with One Piece. It is still ongoing.
Man.
If you had to just take a guess, shot in the dark.
There's probably over 300 episodes of this.
You're right. There are over 300 episodes of it.
500?
You're right. There are over 500 episodes of this.
Surely there's not more than 750.
Surely there are more than 750 episodes of One Piece.
1,000?
Not quite 1,000. There are currently 981 episodes of One Piece and counting. It's a lot of One Piece.
That's insane.
Bobby, do you want to know what One Piece is?
I'm guessing I wasn't right.
You know what? You were there and you weren't. I get where you said farmer.
I
Like
can't
the hat.
even put this up here, by the way. Can't even go up here.
Oh, they don't let you put it there? Oh, okay, where can you put it? I think you can put it in the kitchen.
And I can't put that stuff in the fucking drawer.
Yeah, that's where clothes go. What are you doing? I think you are able to put that diploma in the kitchen, if I'm not wrong. So I get it. You had... Oh, maybe not. I thought you could put it between the refrigerator and the sink. Suppose not. So I get it. It's the hat. Oh, it's got to go into the bed. That's pretty sad. He's got a straw hat. I get how you say that the protagonist of One Piece is supposed to be a farmer. He's not though. He's a pirate, and the whole show is themed around pirate shit. So that's, you almost have it, I guess. I do not believe... Yeah, I don't believe there are aliens in the show, although with 981 episodes, who knows? Maybe an alien or two show up somewhere in there. I know that the main character's name is Luffy, I guess
that's the pirate?
Monkey D. Luffy. Yes, the stretchy arm man.
Okay,
his name is
and he
Luffy.
does stretch, right? We've established that.
He does stretch. At the very least, his arms, but I also think his legs. Again, I have not watched One Piece. I'm not 100% sure. And also, the amount of episodes One Piece has will scare me off forever. I chose Naruto back in my day, which means I can never watch One Piece because I only have room for one 500 plus episode anime in my life. And
that's what Naruto has. Okay.
I think it's closer to 700, but it sure as shit ain't 980.
Wow.
The One Piece though is like a treasure. I believe there's kind of like a Ready Player One thing going on. A guy dies, and being a pirate guy, he's like, I left a big treasure, and you all have to find it now. And there's some clues that people are like doing a little rat race thing to try to find the One Piece that makes them the king of the pirates or whatever. I might also be a little bit wrong on this, so we might get a double dose of AMA.
Sure.
But I know I'm at least a little closer, and it's definitely a show about pirates.
Okay. Pirate show.
Mm-hmm. So that's One Piece.
Well, I'm sorry, but I felt like I was right.
Yeah, you were close. I have to know, how many episodes of Naruto are there? Now the thing with Naruto is split up into two distinct parts. There's like a elementary school Naruto, and then there's a later middle school, high school. He's got a fox spirit in him, but he's a boy. He's a dude. Okay.
Oh, I don't want to end the level yet. I want to put this stuff away a little bit differently, and then
Sure. Hey, whatever you want, man. Okay. There are 220 episodes of normal Naruto, and then over 400 episodes of Naruto Shippuden, which is the like second series. So there's a lot.
That's a lot of anime.
pretty close. It's pretty close to 750 from what I'm looking up here online. And I don't think I've even seen every episode of Naruto. The Jedi saying "Star in the Bedroom" is the one you want.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I found one of the things you get with these long-running anime series, whether it is One Piece or Naruto or Dragon Ball Z back in the day, those things are being adapted from mangas, and sometimes the TV show, the anime, will catch up. Let's see what we say here.
Ooh.
Brutal.
Ooh.
But these anime shows will catch up to the manga. We go, we're where you are. It's the Game of Thrones problem. We caught up to where you were. What's next? Well, as you write more, we're going to do what are called filler chapters, and we're just going to have some stuff in here where we'll make up some story that has no consequence, and those shows do a lot of that. Bobby, what are we looking at here?
This is your house that you grew up. This is your old room.
This is your childhood bedroom. Looks a little bit different, but you're back home.
Yeah.
What do you think happened?
Oh boy, I think things went sideways.
Maybe things didn't quite work out with your guy friend and his apartment that didn't let your diploma show.
So
weird.
Man, around 2011 and then 2012, which is here.
Yeah.
I did something very similar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got divorced and had to move some shit back home. I mean, I moved in. I literally was living on a couch at my buddy's house for a while while we were trying to get a spot lined up, and had to move.
It's not great, is it?
No. I mean, it worked out really well for me. But,
well, sure. Obviously, you wouldn't change it now, but
yeah,
probably not.
This is. Ooh.
So I've never been divorced because I've also never been married. But I have had long-term relationships where your stuff starts to commingle. I didn't live with somebody, but we went over to each other's places enough times where I had some of my stuff in her place and she had some in mine. When you got to trade the stuff back, or when they decide they need to send a friend to pick up the box of their shit because they can't even come and pick it themselves. Like, oh yeah, just real fun times.
Yep.
Gotta love all that. Yeah, this is a fun time in this game where you go, okay, because I even feel like I was a little bit oblivious in the previous thing when I was playing it myself. Or I was like, okay, yeah, hey, more progress. I went from being in college to having some roommates out of college, and now I found a guy, and I'm fitting my stuff in. But hey, I get to move some of his stuff too. This is a growing relationship. We'll see what happens. I'm sure the next thing will be, we move into our own house. Just kind of thinking about, yeah, well, this is like the natural next step. We'll move out of the city to the suburbs. We'll start having our own home. And then you get this one, and you're like, oh, things did not go the way you thought they were going to go.
But man, like, that's every fucking plan in life doesn't go that way. Also, this was his.
Sure.
that was
just
on
took
his,
a little something for your trouble.
That was on his nightstand.
It's ours now, bucko.
Yeah. Oh, good for her though. Good for her getting out of that shit situation. You had to put your fucking diploma under the bed. And again, like, not that this is like.
Where are you gonna put it now?
I'm putting it up on the fucking wall.
On the fucking wall where it belongs. Exactly.
This clown didn't even move any of his shit around for us.
Yeah.
This girl should have done I mean, she's learning some life lessons. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And every fucking life lesson is a bottom
Figuring
lesson.
out what's important. Yeah, she's figuring out what's important to her. Not just taking the shit she's given. You know, it's gonna be hard right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little raw, probably.
100%.
But hey, you got cool sunglasses, Duck. Keep you company. You can put up a sweet Lisa Frank puppy photo.
Oh, this game is fucking good, man.
It is pretty good.
God.
Bobby, let's call it here. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to get through this whole one.
No.
Although I think it is cool that you can see the. You can. There's a bathroom now that you didn't have before.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's you get a little something extra here. This game's real good. I think it's something that we're definitely going to be talking about for Game of the Year when that comes up here real soon.
Totally.
I've got some small issues with it that come up a decent amount as I put a lot of time into this. Those issues would pop up a lot, and I think the biggest one being I wish just some of that stuff had better signposting of what is this item, so I can at least have the context of an idea of where I should put it. Because some of these items, it's just another box looking thing, and you guys did a great job on the pixel art to. You've recreated DVD covers and things like that, or
Right.
Harry Potter covers, and kind of guess at some of those. Some of these boxes look pretty fucking generic, and I don't know what they are or where they should go, but you're telling me they can't go in this drawer, and they can't go on that shelf? What the fuck is this? But for the most part, the storytelling they're doing here, the way they're executing it, the sound design, which we talked about before, but is so good. This is a hell of a game. It's something that's stuck with me long after I played it. I'm glad we were able to come back to it and for you to see probably the biggest twist of the game right there. Although the game has some more stuff to throw at you. I'll tell you that. You should definitely finish it.
Yeah, no, that's the plan. Like, I wanted to pick back up where we left off here on stream. That was important to me to do that, and then I wanted to get through the rest of it. Which is there a lot more? Do you know? Like, where am I at with this?
I think you have at least 2 more houses, two more spaces.
Okay.
Maybe more. I can't remember. It's more. It's way more than I thought there was going to be. It's still not an especially long game, but where I thought it was going to go, it took some twists, and there were it had a little bit more to show there.
Cool. Well, I'll wrap us up here pretty quick because I know that we all are feeling a little bit tired, getting back in the swing of things after taking some time off. Yeah. So we did. Oh yeah, Jedi, of course. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Thanks for stopping by.
We always love having you around here. I hope you're having a good night. Hope you're doing well. And we'll get some Animal Crossing time in. And I want to hear some more about Inscription because you said that game really blows up. So I'll run through everything that we got going on this week. We played Unpacking tonight, talked about Game of the Year, really working towards that. Tomorrow morning, a game that Chase has certainly not been playing longer than he should. We have a quick look going up for Animal Crossing New Horizons, but we've done this before. We're doing an updated one for 2.0 and the DLC, and Chase took me through all that, so we've got a really cool look at some of those new mechanics. That'll be live on youtube.com/thecasualhour tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. Wednesday night, we're getting back together, talking about the games of December that are coming out, doing a December preview of the Casual Hour Live. You can follow along Wednesdays, 10:30 p.m. Central, right here on twitch.tv/casualhour. Thursday, oh boy, something I'm
Thursday's gonna be exciting.
So fucking happy about. Our darling Fights in Tight Spaces is coming out of early access and going into 1.0, and to celebrate that, we've actually been playing the 1.0 release a little bit, and I played a lot of it last night after we played a lot of it last night.
Sure.
Anyway,
Ground Shatter was nice enough to grant us an early copy. We've been playing some of that. We've recorded a quick look for that. That's going to go up when the embargo goes up, which is Thursday, the day it comes out, December 2nd. So we'll have our impressions of this 1.0 release, and you can see some of that right there. And then if you like it, go out and buy the damn game, because the game is going to be out. It's exciting.
Minimally, add it to your fucking wish list. That'll help out too.
Sure, absolutely.
And then Friday night, the gang's getting back together, and we're going to be playing a little bit of that Forza Horizon 5, which will be a really good time, as we're focusing more Game of the Year stuff there as well. Lots of good reasons to hang out with us this week. Make sure that you are liking, subscribe, and following where you can to stay up to speed on all those things. If you want to follow along on our socials, you can do so by following the links that aren't working. And then Chase, my friend, what about you? What do you got going on? What's new with you?
Did I not talk about it on the show before? Maybe I didn't do it before. I've got a new thing. On my YouTube channel, Chasing K Plays. So if I haven't mentioned it before, I'm going to mention it now. Johnny, our co-host, and I are playing through the new Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. We're playing the Shining Pearl version, if that matters to you. And we're gonna try a Nuzlocke run, or we're trying a Nuzlocke run. I've never done a true Nuzlocke run before. Neither has Johnny, so we're fumbling a little bit through it. But I thought it would be fun to do that in a game that at least I am relatively familiar with. Johnny apparently had never played Diamond and Pearl before, which is shocking to me, considering how much he enjoys Pokemon. Yeah, he's never played those games before. Huh. But I have, so I have some institutional knowledge about that game, or at least that area, and it's kind of interesting. I'm trying to do something that is both, familiar but unfamiliar at the same time. So even though I know about Diamond and Pearl generally, I do not know. I've kept a kind of media blackout on Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So the things that they've changed or added, the way TMs work, like those kinds of things, I'm not super familiar with. And I'm they might have changed what gym leaders have, or the levels of things, or what Pokemon are on what routes. And I don't know any of that stuff. And I'm going to keep it that way as I play. So I'll be able to bring some knowledge of this is how it worked in Diamond and Pearl. But now these are the remakes, so maybe they've actually changed some of that stuff. And that'll be kind of fun. But we're playing a Nuzlocke run, which is a harder way to play Pokemon, a more interesting challenge. Johnny's my co-pilot. He's going to be kind of my Otacon, as he's got a Prima strategy guide from the original Diamond and Pearl generation. So again, no new information. He is reading the guide straight out of, what was that, 2007 or something, where he's only going to be able to give me advice on games that came out a long time ago and might not be relevant anymore. It's been a lot of fun so far. We've recorded one episode. He and I are going to record another episode here real soon, and it's been fun. The only bad part is I think I like the game, and I am trying not to spoil myself for the Nuzlocke run, so I'm just not playing it other than the Nuzlocke run, which means I haven't played any of that game.
12 or 14 hours in at this point in time.
Yeah,
I've been playing.
Are you liking it?
I don't know. We'll talk more about it on Wednesday, but
okay, fair enough.
It's Pokemon, and I like that.
It is Pokemon.
Yeah, we'll talk about it Wednesday.
Yeah, that sounds good. That'll be a fun topic for Wednesday. We'll discuss these a little bit more. I might have to put on my headphones to not hear some of the discussion that's going on again, so I can have a relatively unspoiled Nuzlocke run thing. The problem, though, is that it's probably not going to end up showing up in my Game of the Year, because I just won't have played enough of it before that time. So we'll see. But that's a lot of fun. Again, Chase K Plays on YouTube to find that. What the hell are we calling this thing? Let me... Chase and Johnny's Excellent Pokemon Nuzlocke Adventure.
And
we're the modern day Bill and Ted, really.
We do have... I linked to it in chat, but we also have a quick look of Brilliant Diamond that you ran me through.
Yeah.
So that's on our YouTube channel. It's very spoiler free. It's very early in the game, but it gives you an idea of what they're doing with this visually and a few mechanical things as well. So there's a good place to start if you don't want to get into like the nitty gritty of what you're encountering through the Nuzlocke, but just like, hey, what the fuck is this game? Start there. If you like it, hop over to Chase's channel. Or just go directly to Chase's channel and see how you play this game proper.
Either way, can't go wrong.
Chase, this has
been
a fun revisiting of what certainly will be a game that we talk about in a few weeks. But Unpacking is available lots of places. You talked about Switch, PC. It's on Game Pass right now. That's where you played it tonight on PC. It's on Xbox Game Pass as well, Cloud Game Pass as well. Go check that out. And we'll be back Wednesday night live with our December preview. And we hope you're all well and take care and be safe.